guys, and welcome back to the UBL-D League for Week 7. My name is SareneGrace, coach of the Chicago Shaymin-Sky, and we're taking on the Helsinki Hydreigons, coached by Vepsis. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Let me lead this off by saying I hate my matchup against his roster. Personally, I think he has all of the answers for me, and I feel like I have almost no answers. So, obviously, I'm going to try to do my best. Playoffs, I think we do playoffs. If we do playoffs, I am very much out of the race. I'm pretty sure I'm in last place as of recording this. So, honestly, I'm just going to do my best and try to have fun the rest of the season since I'm not going to playoffs at this rate. But we're going to lead off the match here. He is going to show us his Rotom Heat, and we're going to show him our Mawile. This is our Mawile, right? Nope. I'm going to Dark Pulse him immediately to get some damage and try and figure out what kind of set he is. He's going to Volt Switch right off the bat, so he either expected this to be the Zoroark or he didn't want to risk the over-prediction. So he's bringing out his Greninja now, and I'm Scarfed. So I think I left this in just because of my lack of switch-ins. I wasn't sure what he wanted to go for, so we're going to catch a U-turn, and we're going to let Zoroark go down very early in the match. And he is going to switch out here back into his Rotom Heat. So I figure now is a good time to bring in Dusknoir and figure out what exactly this thing has for its item. And it's going to reveal a Chardy Berry, which makes sense now why he left it in on my Mawile at the start of the match. If I went for a rock move, if that was actually my Mega Mawile, he would have been able to live it and pivot out, or if he had chosen to go for the Overheat, he would have killed me there. But he's going to show us Rest on this Rotom as we Nightshade him for damage. So, Sleep Talk, Rotom Heat is a thing apparently, and he rolls an Overheat, which isn't going to do anything at all. He's now -2, which is fantastic for us because we just get to Nightshade again right there. So he's still asleep, and he's going to Sleep Talk again. There's no downside to doing so unless he rolled Overheat, but nope, he rolls a Volt Switch on out of here. And the Alolan Muck is coming in. Now, I will admit, as I go for the Trick Room here, I will admit I did not prep for this very well, which is a massive shame on me, because I swept someone 6-0. I 6-0'd somebody with Alolan Muck. Like, I know that this thing is really good, and I brought nothing for it. But he's going to hard switch out. He's going to go out into his Seismitoad, and I'm going to get a nice Pain Split off. Dusknoir is keen to just sit here and kind of do whatever until he reveals a good answer for me, or until he can bring in his answer for me. I just get to sit here and Nightshade, and then catch a Toxic. So this was his plan for me. Dusknoir no longer gets to just sit here and cause trouble. It is now on a timer, as the damage will show there. He's gonna hard switch out. He's gonna bring in the Alolan Muck again, that I, like I said, do not really have an answer for, but we get a Nightshade off. I really love the Nightshade set I've started running on Dusknoir because I can run Haze with it. Nightshade is essentially a Ghost-type Seismic Toss, and Seismic Toss and Haze are incompatible, so if I want to stop something from setting up on me and getting and being able to get consistent damage, I can have Nightshade as long as it's not a normal type. So he's going to finally click Knockoff here. Our Cobra Berry is going to weaken that damage, but unfortunately with the Toxic, it's leaving us really, really, really low, and the Trick Room runs out just in time to have Dusknoir catch a Knockoff. Honestly, if I'd thought about it, I really should have gone into Arcanine here, because it is a justified nature this week. Or my Arcanine is a justified ability this week to be compatible with some moves I have on it. But I bring in Mawile, he hard switches out into his Rotom Heat, and I figured this was how he was going to go about things. So we Mega Evolve. and we land a Rock Slide. And at that range, the Chardy Berry isn't going to matter. So Mawile is going to pick up the KO. Honestly, he could have gone into Lando there, but the Intimidate wouldn't have gone through since I was Hypercutter. He opts to bring this in now. And we do have a roll to live from full, by the way. Just a side note here as he clicks Earthquake. And guess what? We don't get it. Whenever our opponents go for the roll, we always get the short end of the stick. But, you know, when I go for rolls on opponents, they always live on like 2 HP. But it's all good. He's going to hard switch out. Which, honestly, he may have been a choice item, so if he was banded, then that wouldn't have been a roll. On Latias here, I have Shadow Ball, Charge Beam, Defog, and Recover. I don't have anything really for this. I thought about bringing a Reflect-type Earthquake set, and I am kind of kicking myself now, looking back on it. That would have done really well here, because I would have resisted both of his typings, and I would have been levitating, but you live, you learn. I'm just going to click Charge Beam, because it's just about all I really have for him at this point. And he's going to click Knock Off. Again, could have gone into Arcanine, but didn't for some reason. So he's going to take off our Yache Berry as we are KO'd and bring out Jolteon. Now, I expected him to switch into Landorus here, and he doesn't, so I could have killed this from that. I could have killed this from the range it was at, but because I overpredicted, he's going to live to get the Recycle off, and now he's at better health, which is really, really unfortunate. So this time, I just clicked Thunderbolt. I don't want to deal with it. If he overpredicts me, then fine, but I just go for the Thunderbolt, and guess what? He lands the Poison on me. Which means I only get to sit here for one more turn instead of 2. Because we're actually going to knock this out with a crit. I don't remember if the crit mattered. I'm pretty sure we had a high roll to kill him, but the crit was the nail on Muck's coffin, and the poison was the nail on our Jolteon's coffin. So it's just Arcanine versus the world now. As he brings the Seismitoad back out. Now, my only real chance I have here is to try and set up a curse and get some E-speed damage off. But obviously things are not looking very good for us here as he goes for Earth Power. We are relatively bulky, so we're able to live 2. So now that we are +1 attack, +1 defense, I'm going to fire off an E-speed. And unfortunately, it is a 2-shot, and Earth Power is going to take out Arcanine to end the game. So we're going to catch a 4-0-L versus Vepsis and his Hydreigons. So GG to him. He prepped really well. His team's really threatening. I didn't really have a whole lot for a lot of his main threats. Looking back on it, I'm not sure why I left Dugtrio off this week. I think it would have been really helpful to have, especially versus the Alolan Muck. But we're going to look forward to next week for Week 8 versus the Flying Bird and the New South Whalmers. Season 3 plans are currently in the works. As of right now, I will be in Season 3 of the UBL, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, the UBL has been really awesome to me. With my computer problems, you know, I wasn't able to upload on time, and they were really understanding. The UBL is definitely like family to me, so I'm really glad that I'll be back for Season 3. I have a lot of big plans, so we're going to try and finish off the D-League strong, and then come back full force in Season 3. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you all for the last 2 weeks of the UBL-D, and in Season 3. And remember, never fall from grace. Bye!